I think a lot of people miss the point, man. I don't be really caring about, you know, what shorts you wearing, things of that nature, but it does have a representation on who we are, where we are right now. And it ain't about no shorts. It's really about something way bigger than that. It's about, you know, what do we represent today? Because if clothing is a representation, right, but it's also about how we carry ourselves, what we believe about ourselves, right? What is our identity today, right? Like, black women, y'all talk to me, and I talk to a lot of different people, and y'all be having a hard time. And I see there's a lot of black men who tell me, somebody said, do not apologize. Man, I ain't got an apology in me, man. No, that ain't the 19 Keys way. That's not what we do, especially when we write, you feel me? But nah, man, if you go back throughout our history, man, what I'm talking about is the mass agenda of the softening of men, period, right? And reading some of the comments, man, it's not shocking, but it's sad, though, because a lot of men were essentially just boldly saying that they don't want to be men, right? And they saying that one brother said that he'd rather be a soft man, right? He don't want to learn to the ways of a man, you know, that warrior spirit and energy. And then one brother was simply saying that, you know, it's hard to be masculine, right? So that willful, fearless, determined generation, I'm gonna just be honest with you, ladies, a lot of the brothers that a lot of the men out here, man, it's just not good for you at all. Like, just not good. Like, it's over for a lot of them. And you got to be careful, because you might be procreating with some soft ass men, and then you gonna be mad. Because I talk about this a lot, right? You know, you see me with the crown on. I don't deal with the hoochie daddy boys. We got the crown on. We on another level, man. I'm on my God body. I ain't got time for all that stuff. But it's sad, because y'all got it tough. Like, it's such a small percentage of real ones left, you know. And inshallah, we all procreate, and we raise some children and produce the next generation to be a little better. But it's sad that these young boys, and, you know, a lot of women played a part in this. Culture played a part in this. Music played a part in this. The household played a part in this. The lack of fathers played a part in this. The bitter mamas played a part in this. All of these things condition the mind of the young male to not want to become a man, because society is all against men. Like, it ain't just in the music, it's in the food, it's in the atmosphere, it's in your conversation, it's in all of it. Like, you got to think about this. When was the last time you heard a group of women having a positive conversation about men? And it's always little children and little boys around. You feel me? So it's a cold game, and it's a cold truth, because y'all don't even talk positive about men. And then when men get together, y'all niggas be talking about niggas ain't shit, bitches ain't shit. Women talking about how niggas ain't shit, I don't trust no hoes. You feel me? So, you know, it ain't just the men, it's the women don't want to become women. And because we look at each other like, damn, these niggas is soft, and men be like, man, these bitches is hard. Excuse my language, part of my Francais, but this the reality, you feel me? And so neither one of them rock with each other. So now you got a culture that say, well, fuck them, we just go play them then. They ain't worth shit then. So now everybody aggressively toxic as shit, where everybody just out to get at each other. You feel me? And so it's a cold game. And then when a woman does speak positively or high about men, she now get attacked by other women. And if a man speaks positive or high about other women, oh, now he on some feminine shit. He on some, oh, he trying to be a feminist, or he trying to appease women. Like, it's cold. They done got us so, like, it's a backwards culture. And the backwards culture is, how do you turn the people around that everything that is right, it makes them feel like it's wrong, and so they start living everything in backwards. They speak backwards, talk backwards, act backwards, live backwards, think backwards. That's the backwards culture. It's an upside down culture. It's the perfect spell you want to put on the people if you want to curse them for the rest of their life. So we be living everything the way we love backwards, the way we think backwards. Everything is backwards. And it's hard for some people to get out of that because they got faith in it. It becomes like a religion, a belief system. No, this is what I believe. It's not right. I'm not changing this for nobody. And so it's self-reinforcing. Why I'm not married? Because I ain't got married yet. Damn, do I got to be married yet? I love y'all though. But think about that though. So, you know, I'm not a person that's just outside judging people. Like, I don't really care about most of the things that happen on a small level. I just be thinking, you feel me? I be thinking on the macro level, on the bigger level. And to say that there's no leadership is not true. There's plenty of leadership. But men, I want y'all to understand something. It is nothing wrong with leading yourself. We back at the crib, Jack. There's nothing wrong with leading yourself, man. Like, the idea, like, we don't need Malcolm X to come from the grave. Mr. Louis Farrakhan about to be damn near 100 years old. You understand me? Like, Fred Hampton was in his early 20s. He was a young man. What you want? Tupac was a 25-year-old. Huey P. Newton and them was all young men in their 20s and 30s. Y'all want some young boys to come back from the grave and lead y'all. Hannibal Barca went on a campaign and took over all of Rome by the age of 22. Most of the men that we look up to in our past that were leaders were just young men out there with a ferocious spirit. And they died young. So, like, you can't be goddamn in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s talking about we ain't got no leaders. These was young men. Our revolutionaries was babies. Y'all gotta remember that. It's the same thing with the women. The women was young that was behind the revolution pushing, because all these men had 90 to 75% women behind them making sure this shit worked out. So when you say we ain't got no leaders, what you saying is I haven't developed myself into a leader. So we got to stop looking outside of ourselves for solutions. That's the solution. You have to have self-indignation. I mean, you go inside yourself and you find the dignity to say that I'm all right within myself. The heart and the permission to be like, damn, it's time for me to do it. You feel me? Like, it's that era where we got so much tools and power. The only thing is that they it's nothing to fear out here, man. Like, you can only die. Everybody has to live and everybody has to die, but it's beautiful when you find something to live for and something to die for, something to kill for, something to smile for. Got to put meaning and purpose to your life.